Disney presents. From Frontierland.
Got no bed, got no roof above our heads, got no shelter when it rains. All we got is Yankee grain. Swamp fox, tail on his hat. Nobody knows where the swamp fox at. Swamp fox, hiding in the glen. He runs away to find again.
To soldiers in the field, war is an impersonal thing. The clash at arms that sends them into battle against men they have never seen or never known before. But from the very beginning of the revolution, war had a very personal meaning to the swamp fox and his band of ragged guerrillas. Their enemies, more often than not, were neighbors and friends, even members of their own families, who had remained loyal to the crown and didn't believe in the struggle for independence being waged by the embattled colonists. The war dealt a cruel blow to the swamp fox himself when his favorite nephew, young Gabe, was murdered in cold blood by a Tory killer. This wanton murder of his own flesh and blood embittered and enraged Marion to the point of frenzy. For days after the boy's death, Marion drove his men night and day in his unrelenting search for the killer, Amos Briggs. In this new adventure, taken from the life and legend of the swamp fox, you see how young Gabe's death is avenged by Marion and his men. It's titled Day of Reckoning.
Briggs. Come on, speak up. Where is he? Where's Briggs? You're a friend of Briggs. I want him. Where is he?
I don't know. I don't know.
I said, where is he?
Easy, friend. He'd tell you if he knew.
I want the men in the saddle a half an hour before daybreak. You hear me, Peter?
Yes, sir. I hear you.
I'm going to do it.
All right.
Yep, I'm going to do it. Bye, Colonel.
Plunkett, where you going?
Home.
Oh, no, wait a minute. Who told you you could?
Nobody had to. I come of my own free will, and I'm leaving the same way.
Plunkett. You're a soldier. You're sworn to obey orders.
That's right, General. I joined up to fight the Redcoats. But I got a lot of kinfolk amongst them Tories, and I don't aim to kill them all off hunting for the man that shot your nephew. You know, General, you clean forgot about the war.
Friend! Friend! You lost your senses?
Sorry, Plunkett. Then go if you like.
I reckon I had it coming.
You know, a lot of others feel like Plunkett. There'll be many more unless you start treating them in like soldiers again. Look at them, Fran. Look at what's left of them. They're filthy, sick, half-starved. They're not soldiers anymore. They're a bunch of renegade bullies, and you've made them that way. Of course, I'm speaking like this to my friend and neighbor, not to my superior officer. Here, you better drink some of this.
It needed saying, Peter. Plunkett's right, so are you. Clean forgot about the war. I've killed a few men. Briggs is the only man I've ever wanted to kill out of pure hate.
You'll understand that, but Briggs is merely a hireling, a misguided fool, and the pay of Colonel Towns. But, Fran, you have to remember, our job is to bring Americans together, not pull them apart.
Yes, I know, Peter.
Mr. Marion, come here, please, sir.
What's the matter with him?
Swamp fever, Mr. Marion.
I'll give him a dose of quinine.
Ain't got none, sir. Ain't got no salt either. And almost everybody in camp's got stomach sickness from eating spoiled meat.
Peter, you take care of things here for a while. I've got some writing to do. Let the men sleep around the clock, then feed them, but watch what they eat and drink.
Oh, Fran, it's almost daybreak. You think it's safe to ride alone?
I don't even think Mary could recognize me in this. Morning, Professor. Melanie?
It's dangerous for you to come here alone, General.
It was here where the Tories wounded young Gaines.
And we never know when we're being watched.
Yes, I know, but I need your help. Have the children been bringing any salt or quinine in? We need both desperately.
Well, salt and medicine are very scarce around here. But they've been bringing powder, but not much, but it makes them happy to think they're helping the swamp fox.
It's not for me, Professor. It's for them. You tell them that they're doing this so that one day they'll be free men and women. They may not understand it, but they'll remember it.
The Redcoats have solved Turkey Creek, General. The Pickens boy says you can get all you want if you're friendly with him.
Yes, I know. Colonel Towns, the Tory leader, is behind the plot to control all the salt in the countryside. They're using it to buy Tory loyalty. It's as valuable as gold these days.
Well, there's plenty of medicine at the enemy supply depot at Monk's Corners, if you're a Tory sympathizer.
Or if you're supposed to be a sympathizer. Melanie, would you do me a favor? Run over to the Vidot plantation. Tell Mary I'd like to meet her after dark at Monk's Corner at the blacksmith shop. The smith is a patriot. He can be trusted. Will you do that for me?
All right. I'll go right away, sir. And bless you.
Have you caught that fellow Briggs who shot young Gabe?
No, not yet, Professor. But we will, don't worry. Good day to you, sir.
Good day, General.
Don't get down, Sam. Drive to the inn and wait, Joseph.
There's been a lot of them around lately, too.
Fran.
Mary.
An unexpected pleasure, darling. Even with those awful whiskers.
Well, came in handy tonight. I fooled everyone except you so far.
Where are your men?
They're at camp, sick.
You're not in Monk's Corners alone.
I had to risk it, Mary. We need medicine. Are you still on safe ground with Tarleton?
As far as he's concerned, I'm the most desirable Tory belle in all the Carolinas. What do you think?
Well, once I agree with the enemy. However, I'll have to kill Tarleton the next chance I get. Mary, I want you to do something for me. I want you to go see him. Tell him anything you like. Your field hands are down with fever, anything. But get me a sizable quantity of quinine and some salt, too, if you can manage it. I'll meet you out of town, about a mile up White Marsh Road.
But where do I find Tarleton?
Oh, he's at the inn. Now, you be careful. I don't think I can manage without you.
Yes, I'm looking for Colonel Tarleton. I was told I'd find him here.
Right this way, miss.
I can assure you, Colonel, there's not 1 pound of salt to be had in the whole of Carolina outside of our own warehouses.
Then we shall soon reap the reward of our strategy. Dangle a bag of salt in front of a rebel and he'll pledge his allegiance soon enough.
Oh, what is it?
A lady to see you, Colonel.
A lady? Well, what a beautiful surprise. You know Colonel Towns, don't you?
Yes, of course.
I've had that pleasure.
Won't you sit down and join us in some refreshments?
Oh, thank you. No, I've come to ask a favor.
Oh, anything at all.
Half the field hands in St. John's Parish are down with fever. Could you possibly let me have a supply of quinine to treat them?
How could I refuse? There is one condition, however.
Oh?
Ask me to dinner.
I do.
Then you shall have all the quinine that you need. Will you excuse us, please, Colonel?
Oh, soldier, there's a man inside by the name of Amos Briggs. Tell him to wait. I want to speak with him.
Briggs. That's the man that killed my Toby and young Gabe. Oh, I thank the good Lord for leading me here.
You can thank the devil if you get your fool head blowed off. You don't even know what this man Briggs looks like. You told me so yourself.
Find out who he is.
You can't go in there. You're just looking for trouble.
I'm going in there. Clean your boots good, Mr. Briggs.
The name's Crawford, but clean 'em anyway.
Place the salt here, please, where I can guard it with my life. And thank you, Colonel Tarleton, for your generosity. Dinner at 7 on Saturday?
I shall toss my sleep dreaming of it, my dear.
And I, too.
Good night.
Good night.
Where's Joseph?
Inside the inn, ma'am. We're looking for that man Briggs. I think he's gonna kill him.
No. Oh, you must stop him, Sam, before he gets into trouble.
I can't stop him, ma'am. They won't take no interfering from me.
Wait here.
Yes, ma'am. Have some more coffee, lad.
No, thank you.
Careful now.
Fran, what can I do? Joseph learned that Briggs is in the inn and he went there to kill him.
Joseph? Well, they'll hang him, and that'll brand you as a rebel sympathizer. Did you get the quinine?
Yes, it's in the carriage, and a bag of salt.
Good. Go to the schoolhouse. I'll meet you there.
But what are you going to do?
I'm going to the inn.
But you can't. Colonel Tarleton's there. Colonel Towns also.
Please, darling, this is no time to talk.
Drive to the schoolhouse quickly, Sam.
Yes, ma'am. Let's go.
scale, please.
Drink up, men! When we catch a swamp fox, there'll be more. Yeah. Pour it! Everybody, come in. Drink up! Hey, where's my drink? Hey, we drink all the
Clean your boots for you, Mr. Braid?
Sure. Ain't I'm good, old man. I'll buy you a drink.
Why? You, old man. Come here and clean my boots.
He's busy.
I said come here.
I said stay where you were. You want to shoot me, old man? Who are you? Who sent you to do this? Huh? Mr. Murray!
Let him go. Outside.
Harry, the rebel! The swamp fox.
Seize him, man.
Come here, Briggs.
Come here.
Turn around. Old man, there's a keg of powder in a sack of my horse out there. Get it.
Yes, sir.
Tarleton, I'm sorry I can't take you and Towns with me. Next time, I hope.
I'll still pin your hide to my wall, Swamp Fox.
You should know a bulldog can't outrun a fox, Tarleton.
Got it, sir.
Lay a powder trail on the porch for a fuse. One more bullet here for your friend.
All right, sir.
All right, light it. It's lit. It might be a good idea for you gentlemen to use the back door. Get back from the door. On a horse, Joseph. Yes. You too, Briggs. Run! All right, Joseph. Put the salt and quinine on your horse. Quickly, we might be followed. And you can ride back in the carriage.
Right here, Joseph.
Are you all right, Joseph?
Yes, I'm all right, Miss Mary.
Well, look here. Who's a rebel spy?
Keep quiet, Briggs.
Fran, I want to go to camp with you.
You can't, Mary. Half the brigade is down with fever.
But that's why I want to go. Please.
All right, I sure could use you. Use Joseph's horse. Joseph, get your horse over closer to the carriage there.
He'll be punished, won't he, Mr. Mary?
He'll be punished, Joseph. You can be sure of that. All right, Briggs, this way. Stay up, Mary. A prisoner for you, O'Reilly.
Sure, and a beautiful one she is, too, General.
None of your Irish blarney there. Won't get you any favors, O'Reilly. Mary's here to nurse the sick. You look pretty healthy to me.
Well, now, that comes from not drinking water, ma'am. It's dangerous stuff, that water.
Well, I'll use it sparingly, Mr. O'Reilly. Hello, Peter. Don't look so surprised. Or are you displeased?
No, ma'am. I just hope Fran knows what he's doing. This is no picnic.
Girl wouldn't take no for an answer, Peter. Mary, there's your patience. Oscar will give you a hand.
Who's this?
This is Briggs.
Well, it's a good thing for you the men aren't on their feet.
Where'd you find him, General?
Later. Lock him in the cage and put a guard on him.
Yes, sir. All right, mister. Over there. Come on, fast.
I'll get you some coffee. Quick.
mind your coffee. No fever. Just worn out like half the others. And dirty. Oscar, what this camp needs is a bath. Can you get him up?
Yes, ma'am.
What is it, Blaine? Oh, Peter. What's the meaning of this?
Sorry I disturbed your sleep, General, but I had to see how many men could answer assembly. And I'm happy to say nearly everyone responded.
Well, Mary, now that you have the men on their feet, do you mind if I tell them they can lie down?
You may, but I suggest you don't, General. Some of your men are sick, but most of them are just plain dirty. They need clean clothes and, above all, decent food.
Well, you heard the lady's orders, Colonel. See that the men shave and bathe and get their hair cut.
Yes, sir. Ma'am, where would you suggest we start?
By setting a good example for the men.
Well, I'll have to do that when I get back, Miss. Sergeant O'Reilly, you and I are going to get some fresh meat.
Yes, sir.
I would also kiss you, but that wouldn't be setting a good example, would it?
All right, men, we have a new kind of campaign. Own your knives and break out some shears. Oscar, see if you can find some soap.
Yes, sir.
Now, hold still.
Oh, Oscar, these clothes are just plain filthy.
They sure are, ma'am. Looks like they just plain walking away. You go on about your business, son.
What's wrong, sir? Someone's following us. Listen. Here. You stay here, see who it is.
Yes, sir.
Come on.
You've been following us. Why?
Because you're one of Marion's men, that's why.
And you were just getting close enough to shoot us in the back, is that it?
No, sir. I just wanted to find out where you went.
Oh, so you're a spy.
No, sir. I just wanted to find out where the Swamp Fox's camp was so I could join him.
Oh, come now, my lad. What makes you think you're good enough to ride with Marion?
I can shoot.
No, you can, eh? Could you hit a man at 60 paces?
going.
Well, now, that was fair to middling shooting, my lad. You know, it just might be the General will take you. Mount up.
Now, I think that's enough for this Oscar. Let's go over and see about the venison.
General.
O'Reilly, you know about bringing strangers into camp?
Yes, sir. But you see, the lad wants to join us, and he can shoot like blazes, too.
What's your name?
Gwyn.
Gwyn, sir.
Gwyn, sir.
Where do you live?
Up in the PD. I used to, sir.
Well, where do your parents live?
Pa's dead. I was living with relatives since they burned us out.
All right, O'Reilly, feed him and keep your eye on him, will you?
That I will, sir. Come on, lad.
Heaven ain't here nor there. It ain't up high or low. Heaven is a feeling that makes a sad heart glow. Heaven is a day's work done. The joy of labor o'er. Heaven is the smiling one who meets you at the door. Heaven is the sound of bells a-ringing Christmas morn. Their joyful notes forever
Fine
tell
boy, Mary.
our Savior
Reminds me a lot of young Gabe.
been born. Heaven ain't a thing to dread, a place I'm scared to try. Heaven is a loaf of bread, a pan of fish to fry.
Well, Mary, time for you to get to bed. Early start tomorrow, and I'm going to drop you off on the way.
On the way where?
Turkey Creek, enemy salt depot. Thanks to you, we can start fighting this war again.
Good night, man.
Good night, Peter.
Let go! Let me kill him. He deserves to die.
All right, now maybe you'll tell me what this is all about.
You know, all right. You killed my pa and you burned our house down and you tried to kill me, too.
You're wrong, boy. We don't fight that kind of war.
It's easy enough to say when you hide behind a mask.
And we don't hide behind masks.
The swamp fox, aren't you?
I've been called that.
Well, then it was you, all right. You said I'm the swamp fox when you had your hands around my throat when you were choking me.
Grin, that must have been somebody trying to put the blame on me. Is there anything about that man you can remember that might identify him?
Yeah. He had knife scars on his wrists. I saw them when he was choking me. I'm sorry. I guess I was wrong. I thought... I was sure.
Let him go, Oscar. I can understand how you feel, boy. But don't you think the next time you should be sure? O'Reilly, you better lock him in the cage till we decide what we're going to do with him.
Yes, sir. All right, my lad. Come on.
He's had a rough time of it. Peter, you think we could find a spot for him in the brigade?
Well, I don't see why not, sir. He has plenty of spunk.
Welcome to the cage, young fella. Hope you bought some bacca. Bacca juice keeps the skeers from eating you alive. All right, get back here. In you go, my lad. Hey, you just here ain't got none?
You're a sentimentalist. You simply can't stand to see anyone hurt.
Jumped him so quick, General, I didn't have a chance to stop him.
I remembered the voice. I saw the scars. I was sure, sir.
Strange how things work out. Mary, tell old Joseph that Briggs was punished, will you? Well, we better get going if we're going to get you back before daybreak. Get him out of there, O'Reilly.
Yes, sir.
Hold up. They're sitting ducks, Blaine. One blast and all that salt belongs to us.
Well, now, why should we do all that work? Why don't we just sit here in the shade for a while and let our friends do the job for us?
All those in favor? Aye. Motion carries unanimous, sir.
Thank you for the vote of confidence, Sergeant. Plunkett, you and Jenkins go on downstream a ways, get into the water. When they've loaded that last sack of salt, we'll open fire. Then you slip out and take the carts. And don't worry about shot. We won't be using any.
That's the way I like to fight a war, General, without any shot. Come on.
All right, let's tie up the back here.
There's the last sack, General. And a neat job they did of it, too.
All right, men, let's take it. Powder charges only. Don't fire twice from the same position. Keep your eye on me. I'll fire the first shot. O'Reilly?
Yes, sir.
Change positions. Ready. Aim.
couldn't I give him just one dose of lead, sir?
No, no, O'Reilly. We got what we want and nobody's hurt. Besides, they look like such nice fellas. Get the men. Men, you certainly earned your salt today. Take it home to your family, share it with your neighbors, work your farms. And when the sky over Snow Island is filled with birds, come back, and come quickly. Good luck to you.
Forward!
Here, boy. Stick a feather in your hat. You're one of Marion's men now.
Brain? As long as we've grabbed Colonel Towns' hoard of salt, why don't we go after the old buzzard himself?
I hadn't forgotten about him, Peter. O'Reilly!
Yes, sir.
I want you to pay a call on Mrs. Towns. Use that persuasive charm of yours to find out where her husband's hiding.
Well, now, that's a highly delightful way to spend an afternoon, sir, provided she doesn't recognize me.
There's a red coat uniform in the back cart there. Put it on. I think you could pass for a loyal soldier of His Majesty's forces.
And me, descended from the ancient kings of Ireland? Saints preserve us.
Tell her, say you have an important message for her husband that you have to deliver in person.
What kind of a message, sir?
Couldn't say, O'Reilly. You'll just have to use that fertile imagination of yours. We'll meet you back at camp.
Yes, sir.
All right, forward.
I've no doubt I'm addressing Mrs. Towns, ma'am. There couldn't be two such beautiful women in Carolina.
I am Mrs. Towns. What can I do for you?
Well, it isn't for me you can be doing, ma'am, but for a very good friend and loyal servant of His Majesty the King, God bless him, Colonel Tarleton.
Indeed. What is it you want?
Well, excuse me for saying so, ma'am, but I have express orders to deliver the message to your husband. So, if you be so kind, ma'am.
I'm sorry, my husband isn't home. He was forced to flee when our place was raided by those Swamp Fox ruffians.
Oh, yes, seems I did hear about that. Most unfortunate affair. But still, that's all the more reason why I must find your husband, ma'am. Please take me to him, will you?
I'm afraid that's impossible. But if you'll give me the message, I'll be glad to see that he gets it.
Well, it's about a horse.
Colonel Tarleton's horse?
That's right, ma'am. You see, it was killed right out from under him. And he thought that seeing as how you and him were such good friends that...
That we'd give him another?
Exactly, ma'am. And seeing as how you got so many good ones, too.
Well, really, there's no need to bother my husband about such a small matter. If you'll just wait here, I'll fetch a shawl.
Yes, ma'am.
Took you long enough. Who is it this time?
A messenger from Colonel Tarleton asking a favor. Shall I send him away?
Are you mad? I must do everything I can to win back Tarleton's support. What is the favor he asks?
His horse was killed. He needs another.
Then why do you hesitate? Send him the horse. Send him my best, my own Selim.
Do you think the gift of a horse is going to bring him running?
It's only to soften him for the tearful assault which you will make upon him later.
You wouldn't dare.
Oh, but I would. I do. You'll send him the horse, and with it a message that you'll have tea with him at the inn tomorrow at 4. Why do you stand there? Go.
I was just admiring the scenery, ma'am. It sort of reminds me of home, you know.
This way, please.
says to me, she says,
Be sure and tell your dear Colonel Tarleton I shall call on him at the inn tomorrow at 4 o'clock for tea.
tea, my dear. Ooh la la.
I think you've stumbled onto something here with that horse business, O'Reilly. I want you to finish your meal and then see that Tarleton gets that message.
Yes, sir. You mean I have to turn that beautiful animal over to the enemy?
Yes, I can't afford any slip-ups. You can be sure that Tarleton will be at that inn at 4 o'clock tomorrow. And so will his dragoons. That'll keep them off our necks while we tackle Colonel Towns. Well, O'Reilly, what better way is there to keep a man's mind occupied than with a beautiful woman?
Well, it's been so long, I can't remember. I'll be on my way, General.
See if he can jump this.
Mrs. Towns is late for her appointment.
Now, that's a woman's prerogative, I understand, sir.
I hope Tarleton's the patient sort. Any sign of young Gwyn back there?
Oh, not yet, sir.
Have to see that that boy's properly mounted.
There goes the carriage.
All right, we can't wait for Gwyn. Ready small arms and sabers. Take them by surprise.
Tricked us, General. That is Colonel Towns in that carriage.
We've got to catch him. Mount up.
He's the rebel leader. Faster!
You better fish him out of there, lads. The general wants him alive, you know.
Help!
No, Colonel Towns, I won't give you your parole. Or anyone else who betrays his fellow countrymen. You'll spend the rest of this war in prison. Now get back into that carriage. Plug it. Young Gwynn.
Yes. Yes, sir.
Come here. You did me a favor this afternoon.
Oh, it wasn't anything.
Well, I think I should be the judge of that, since it's my life you saved. So you won't be eating dust for the rest of this campaign. I want you to have this fine mount. May you ride 'em long and safely, boy. Good luck to you.
3 cheers for Gwynn. Hip, hip. Hooray! Hip, hip. Hooray! Hip, hip. Hooray!
O'Reilly, didn't I hear you talking the other day about saddle sores?
Yes, sir.
Well, then why don't you try riding bareback for a while?
3 cheers for Riley! Hip, hip, hooray! Hip, hip, hooray! Hip, hip, hooray!
Got no blankets, got no beds, got no roof above our heads, got no shelter when it rains. All we got is Yankee brains. Swamp fox, tail on his hat. Nobody knows where the swamp fox at. Swamp fox, hiding in the glen. He runs away to fight again. Swamp fox, tail on his hat. Nobody knows where the swamp fox at. Swamp fox, hiding in the glen. He runs away to fight again. Got no blankets, got no bed, got no roof above our heads, got no shelter when it rains. All we got is Yankee brains. Swamp fox,